Now, give a huge round of applause for our next speaker, the Plano Senior High valedictorian, Chen.
So, when I was writing this speech, I got a lot of different advice, ranging from be funny to talk about something inspirational to the extremely helpful just don't suck. All of this amounted to a lot of pressure, and I resorted to the time-honored tradition of all high school students, procrastination. But really, I just couldn't figure out what to say. How could I capture not only the 2 years spent at Plano Senior High School, but also the entire educational journey of each of the 1,300 plus students in our graduating class? We have each had our own unique narratives that are impossible for me alone to express. That being said, we have also shared many remarkable experiences, from the passionate energy of football games, to the scent of Deco cookies wafting through the hallways on Thursdays, to the satisfying mid-morning trips to Cat's Corner. We have all found joy in various ways, some of us through making music, others through the thrill of the stage, and still others through building robots, volunteering for our community, or competing for victory in various sports and activities. We have each made regrettable mistakes, thought we learned from them, and then proceeded to make them again. And finally, we are all sitting here today, about to graduate at last. This is one of the most anticipated milestones in our lives. We have struggled through numerous challenges on the road here, but nothing worth attaining comes easily. I myself learned at a young age that the path to achieving your goals can be difficult. And to prove it, let me tell you the story of the time I almost lost an eye. When I was in first grade, my sister and I used to share a room. Our beds were separated by a chasm that seemed as vast as the Grand Canyon, but in reality was probably only a few feet at most. At that time, for reasons I cannot explain today, it was my greatest dream to successfully jump over that gap from one bed to the other. I worked up my courage for many days leading up to the Great Leap, until finally I decided to overcome my fears of perilous doom and just do it. To be honest, I don't remember much of what was going through my head as I soared through the air for a few wondrous seconds. What I do remember is crashing back down under the cruel pull of gravity, in the process smacking my head against a metal bed frame. That night, I ended up in the ER with 15 stitches in my eyebrow and an incredibly embarrassing story that I have, for some reason, chosen to share with you all today. More importantly, I learned that even the smallest of dreams come with risks. That, however, should not stop us from reaching for them anyway. As we continue onwards into the great unknown, beyond the safety and routine of Plano Senior, we all have far bigger and brighter dreams to pursue. Perhaps to be a doctor, an engineer, a teacher, an artist, or a businessman, to join the army, start a family, or create a better life for you and your loved ones. However, with these dreams come new hardships and new difficulties to overcome. For every one of us, there will come a time when we have to take a leap of faith and risk it all as we reach for our dreams. Although, hopefully, your leap of faith doesn't land you in the ER like mine did. So far, I've mentioned many things we should remember. Our wonderful memories at Plano Senior, the challenges we've overcome, and our dreams for the future. But as my time here draws to a close, I would like us to remember one more thing, that we did not make it here alone. We made it here thanks to our parents, who love us unconditionally, and more importantly, who picked us up after school in those dreadful years before we could drive. We made it here thanks to our siblings, especially my older sister Elaine, who wouldn't stop bothering me until I gave her a shout out. We made it here thanks to our teachers, who helped us discover our passions and made learning interesting, and our friends, who brought us coffee when they knew we pulled an all-nighter, and stayed up late to support us when things got hard. And finally, we made it here thanks to our administrators, who allowed us those glorious 9 absences that resulted in a record low attendance in the last week of school. Not to mention, let us graduate before they cut our summer short by a month. In the end, we have many people to be thankful for and our entire lives to look forward to. Though we all may have challenges to face and leaps to make, I know that we will also have our memories of Plano Senior to look back on as we follow our dreams. It has been an immense honor to represent you here today, and I cannot wait to see what you all accomplish. And last but not least, class of 2018, we did it.